Oh, hello, sports fans. What's going on? Tonight is me, the one and only Rashid Martin. I'm here to talk to you face to face, eye to eye, mouth to mouth, nose to nose. Tonight, this is an edition of the Quiet Storm. Okay, let's get into it. Let's rap about something, man. Let's talk about you know relationships. What's so special about having a relationship? Well, for one, there's a connection with another person. When you have that connection with someone, it makes you feel entitled to be with that person for so many years. And once you get them years on you, you got to remember that that's the first person you love. Fall in love is like, you know, someone you never seen before. Now, how does that happen? Well, for instance, you have a lot of history with a person. History makes a person feel like at home. They feel secure. They feel safe. They feel lifted. A lot of people feel lifted and they be like, man, I feel lifted by it with the things that I do. Another thing, man, that's positive about feeling lifted, I always say that the way you feel lifted is that you encourage somebody that you care about. Give the encouragement. Say something kind to them. Give them the confidence to be around you, to feel special, to feel needed, to feel wanted. A lot of people that don't feel needed, they feel like the way that they do things is not enough for you. Let them know that it's enough. Another thing, when you are with someone, make sure they know you are with that person. Now, that's a tough one because a lot of marriages end because people don't get to know each other well enough. They end up finding someone that they connect with, and then that becomes what they are most eager to know about. You got to feel a connection, a strong one. If you don't feel no connection with that person, then it's something that you need to work on. People that are opposite of the next person, it takes time to get to know them. Even if you have history with that person. Excuse me. Well, you have history, guys. History is what makes a person connect with the next one. But it takes time to build that connection. Now, what I mean is, relationships are based on friendships. Sometimes people have a friendship with another person and they don't realize how much that friendship means to them. When you connect with someone that you have a friendship with, you find out that the person that you connected with was the person that was right for you all along. It's hard though to find that someone. It's hard, to find the right connection. It's hard, guys. It's never easy to find true love. Love comes from, just so many challenges, but it comes from straight from the heart. Now they say the heart and the brain connects. It does. But your actions speak louder than words. When a person is sitting next to you and you never know, even though you're married, if someone you connect with is have a stronger connection than the person you're with in your marriage, then that's the person you need to be with. Because if you have a stronger connection with someone and that connection overrides the person you're with, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's just the connection that you build with someone. The other person might be connected with the other person. You don't know. Relationships are strange, you guys. Let me tell you how strange relationships are. You meet someone and you become like serious friends with someone, and you don't realize how big and strong your connection is with that person. It's tough. Living the way you live is tough. When you're married for a while, it makes you realize how important your marriage is. But you gotta work on it. Now, the way you work on it is the tough part because there's no instruction to say marriage is strictly off limits to anybody else. Married people have troubles building a connection with someone they care about. Now, for me, I don't have a problem with my marriage. I love being married. Being married is a wonderful feeling. It's just full of emotion, full of unconditional love, full of joy and having patience. The one main thing about being married, guys, let me say it for myself, men, for myself, being married is mean that you gotta be a committed person to that person you're with. It takes time to build that type of relationship. Being married doesn't mean you're married. Being married is just saying that you're married to someone because this is the person you love. You profess your love sacredly in front of the Father of all, the Father that watches over you. That's who you made the commitment to. You made it to the Father who watches over us, his children. And you have to remember that that's the connection you need with that other person. It's tough when you don't have someone who's on the same page as you. That's another thing. Relationships are about being on the same page. Marriage is the same thing. Marriage is about being on the same page. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with being married to someone and not knowing that person for a long time. It's nothing wrong with it. The reason why it's like that because you didn't try to get to know that person. You didn't try to feel that person in your heart or fill them up with good things to make you blossom into the person you are now. Now that's a key component is to blossom into somebody that you never thought you can be. There's a lot of people like that. There's like special relationships even in Hollywood. There's one in particular that a lot of people is starting to draw near to. And that's one, that people see all the time. They call her queen. They call her queen. They call her, they call her the hip hop mogul. They call her, the, the ninja. They call her, she have different names, but all those special nicknames is add up to one thing, that she is ranked number one in the hip hop community. Now, here's the thing. That's just something, an image that she has of herself. So that's who they say she's portraying. I love the idea that she's portraying it. But here's the thing, guys. When you find that someone, it makes you want to be with that person because you built something with that person. And it took you a while to realize how being with someone through history gives you rights. You got right to love that one, cherish that person, honor them, give them your all. Now see, there's someone that people notice a lot. She's always in TMZ. She's always on the news. You know, um, she's always around. And the thing is about her, what makes her significant is that people admire her. All her fans, they admire her. They make her feel wanted, needed, and special. But she's always been this person, and she loves pink, she loves red, and people admire her. Even the little girls admire her. What makes her special is that she knows she was going to be special because she felt like she was born to be special. Now, when you're born that way, that's when your relationship blossoms. she became this person, this mogul, you know, who felt like music needed a change. And she changed the way music is now. She changed it a lot. The way she changed it, she did movies. She made a record company. She was a part of a record company. She ran the business. She ran the name of the business, and the best thing about her is that she knows that was going to make albums. I mean, she's on top of the charts. You cannot imagine someone like that be on top of the charts, but she is, and that's what makes her name known. Now, Pink, is something that a lot of women admire. She likes certain candies that most men wouldn't even imagine in their mind, you know. And here's the thing about her. She knew she was going to become this before it even started. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. A lot of times, people don't know what a relationship contains. They have no idea. Only thing they know is that they're in one, and they don't know what the parameters of the relationship contain. Now, here's the best part about being in a relationship with someone. You find out more things about them than you did when you first was with them. And that changes them over time. It's not your fault that they change. That's just who they are. You have to accept them who they are. That's why it's called a relationship. You have to accept people for who they are. Now, she was someone that a lot of people are familiar with, which is nothing wrong with that, because if you're familiar with somebody, you stay familiar with them. And the best part about being familiar with people, you get to know them a little better. You feel closer to them, even though you never met them, but you feel closer to them. And it's always feel good to feel closer to someone that you've never met. Another thing, let me say this point and make it clear. Getting to know someone is getting to know them while they're getting to know you. What I mean by this, when you get to know someone and they start to get to know you, you're doing the opposite of what you first started off doing. Getting to know them when they're getting to know you. Now you know them. Now you don't want to be seen, a part of what they was giving you, but you learn things about them. There's nothing wrong for them to get to know you. Let them continue to get to know you. The more they know you, the more you open up about who you are and why you that person. Now, it takes time. Relationship takes time to work on. It takes time to build on. It just takes time, when you really care about someone, and you really see who they are, trust me, you're going to continue to care about that person. And here's the thing. Always spend time getting to know someone after 2 years. That's as much time you need to know that person. Okay, let me say this. We are truly blessed, and the Lord loves all of us. He is our Father. He is our Maker. And He is the one that looks over everything. Until next time, may I see you on the next Quiet Storm. May you be blessed, and good night.